as a team. Everybody helps each other, and they're all very friendly. With my new smile, I find that a lot of people compliment me. I'm Pat, and I'm a happy patient at Hood Dental Care.
Call us today to get the healthy, happy smile you deserve at 225-240-4545. Hood Dental Care, creating confident smiles.
Those kids got more energy than I'll ever have. Welcome back. That student section from Catholic High, bringing it every Friday night. Tonight, they were wearing their pink, in part for the Bears. We're here, week 7 of the high school season in Catholic and McKinley. My stop tonight. Here's some of the great games that we have our eye on. How about Zachary at Denham Springs, Live Oak in Scotlandville, and Dutchtown in Santa Ma. They're all coming your way just minutes from now. In fact, about 2 minutes from now, the Friday Night Blitz kicking off right here. Mike Gaither, Reggie Chapman getting you all your high school highlights you can handle. Thanks for joining us, everybody. A big week of college football tomorrow. Join us then. But right now, stick around for the Blitz.
This is a multi-specialty clinic within the neurosciences.
All of us do general neurosurgery, but also have our individual subspecialties.
I'm happy that we're offering laser spine surgery. What it means is we're staying on the leading edge of using new technology.
Most patients we see don't need surgery.
When I can use my skills to help someone, that's really why I do this job.
This is an outstanding family of physicians, and I'm proud to be a member of the Neuromedical Center.
From the build-up,
we'll have all the latest news surrounding Saints training camp,
to the final buzzer.
Covering the Jags here on the Bluff.
Fandom is more than flipping on a channel at game time. It's about covering your team, our team, the home teams.
The Tigers back out on the practice field this afternoon.
The passion and drive for perfection is all about the preparation.
Reporting on the Saints in the Superdome.
WBRZ Sports, what we do. Weekends in South Louisiana, there's always something going on. And WBRZ News 2 has you covered, wherever, whatever your plans are. Covering all the action, on the scene where the action is happening.
We are seeing a little bit of pop-up showers just to our east.
Keeping you ahead of the storms and taking you live to Tiger Stadium for every home game. WBRZ News 2 Weekends is everywhere on WBRZ Plus, WBRZ.com, and our news and weather apps. WBRZ Sports, what we do. Now, from the WBRZ Sports 2 team, it's the Friday Night Blitz.
Now I need us to go to that next gear, that high gear, a fast, physical play. That's what I need to see tonight.
Oh, that'll get you fired up. Coach Brew getting the troops jacked up for a huge district test tonight. Welcome inside Week 7 edition of the Friday Night Blitz. Mike Gaither alongside Reggie Chapman. And before we hit the highlights, let's talk about that cold front. Finally had some football fall weather that we could all enjoy tonight.
That's right. Back-to-back beautiful nights for high school football. Temperatures dipping into the 60s, and the only thing cooler than the temp was the opposing defenses out of the gates.
Oh, baby, let's go. It was a heavyweight slugfest tonight at Denham Springs. The Yellow Jackets hosting the Broncos as Zachary. First play of the game. It didn't take long for Bill Conadies to dial it up. Luke Lunsford airing it out deep to Hunter Bond, and he's got it. Nearly finds the end zone here, eventually being dragged down from behind. Lunsford to Trayvon Muse here. That's about as quick as you'll see a score. Right up the gut. Boom. That's quick 6 on the board. Denham off to a 6-0 lead after the missed PAT. Later in the first quarter, Denham opening up the offense a little bit, letting it rip. Lunsford off the play action, hits Caleb Drummer in the flat, and he's off the edge, finds the pylon there. And wait a minute, Denham Springs jumping out to a 13-0 lead in this one. After a kickoff return for a touchdown by Zachary, Keelan Brown would take advantage with his wheels off the read option. He's gone.
Look at the speed, Mike.
Hey, he's been doing that all year. The Yellow Jackets defense, show him your taillights. That's not going to do it. Brown rips off a big one, taking it to the house, 14-13. Zachary, later on, Denham Springs getting a little greedy. Lunsford off the play action, throws into double coverage. That's picked off by Caleb Knight.
Yeah, this might be the best matchup of jerseys you've ever seen, Mike.
Absolutely. Next Bronco drive after the INT. Keelan Brown testing the Denham Springs defense, and hello, David Nasseri. The Southeastern commit jumps the route, and that's picked off. A couple of picks right there. Later, Zachary would settle into this ball game. They put the foot on the gas in the second quarter. Brown finds a wide open Chris Hilton, easy touchdown. Zachary ends up winning big time tonight. They put it on in the second half, 62-20, your final tonight. Hey, let's head out to Memorial Stadium. The Bears fired up, and so were their fans. Well, maybe a little too much here as you see a couple of them. Whoa!
Oh my
He
goodness.
hits the deck. Anyways, turnover's the story tonight. Harper Massey, he's going to step in front of a Tyree Cox pass from McKinley, and the Bears cash in off the turnover, off the pick. Joshua Parker, he goes up the gut, 7-0. Defensive coordinator Deuce Harrison had them dialed in tonight. Later, Tywan McDowell, another INT. The defense flying around making plays. That was a pretty interesting pick right there. More points off the turnovers. Jake Outlaw running hard. He finds pay dirt. Or wait, did he? Take another look. That ball looked like he was just short of the goal line. Robert Singer from McKinley, he's not happy. Wow, that's a pretty close play right there. Later, McKinley, their own worst enemy, Hayden Shaken with the recovery. Hey, those guys having a little too much fun tonight. Off the play fake here, the Bears fans having a little fun. Cameron Dortez, he's got all day to throw. That's a touchdown. Wow. Easy money right there. Finds Bo Gotro, 21-0 at that point. The Catholic Bears rolling big time tonight. 48-6 the final over the McKinley Panthers, and he definitely failed on that touchdown celebration. But hey, we'll take it. That's a TD, baby.
You said it. Rolling. Anyway, beautiful night out at Scotlandville. Look, we'll pick things up in the second half, excuse me. Hornets up 6-0 at that point. They would turn it on from there. Cameron Armstead here rolling out of the pocket, sees some space in the flat, and takes off. This big game, after shaking a couple defenders, gets them inside of the red zone. A couple plays later, Armstead to Jeremiah Harris. Scotlandville up 14-0 after the 2-point conversion. It was a party out there. Live Oak trying to get things started as well. Quarterback Sal Palmero pulls the ball and throws it to the flat, but is tipped and picked off, and the Hornets, of course, would take advantage. Ja'Cory James here from 3 yards out, touchdown. Hornets 20-0 at that point. And on the next Eagle drive, Palmero again is picked off by Javon Grisby. And the offense, of course, like I said, taking advantage all night long of Live Oak's mistakes. On the ensuing drive, Armstead to Sylvester Paul for 6 more points. Scotlandville rolling in this game, scoring a whole bunch of points in the second half. 37-7 was the final.
Hey, I'm not sure. I might take that as an upset, though. That's a pretty big win by Scotlandville. Hey, we're just getting started with Class 5A. When we come back, we'll make a pit stop. No, literally a pit stop. St. Amant hosting Dutchtown plus U-High off to a 6-0 start out at the Glen Oaks Fair against the state's top team. Here's a hint. It wasn't pretty. Stick around the Friday Night Blitz. It's back in 2 minutes.
Friday Night Blitz will be right back. Friday Night Blitz is brought to you by Salisbury's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and the Baton Rouge Clinic.
It's Salisbury's moving tag sale.
And every tag has big savings.
With Ram Power Days, full-size 4-door pickup, $21,990 after finance rebate.
We're moving this month, so get your deal now.
At Salisbury's Chrysler,
Dodge,
Jeep,
and Ram in Baton Rouge.
The Baton Rouge Clinic has been caring for you and your children for over 70 years.
From East Ascension to West Feliciana, from Denham Springs to Zachary, we'll keep you in the game.
From your future stars to your weekend warriors, we'll keep you in the game.
From primary care to urgent care, we'll keep you in the game.
The physicians at the Baton Rouge Clinic wish you a safe, successful, and healthy sports season.
It's Salisbury's moving tag sale.
And every tag has big savings.
With Jeep Adventure Days, $3,500 off all Wrangler Unlimited Sport S models.
We're moving this month, so get your deal now.
At Salisbury's Chrysler,
Dodge,
Jeep,
and Ram in Baton Rouge.
Show me the crown. Look at you. When you talk, your TV listens. That's cool. Downloading 24 tunes in 1 second. Booyah. Locking your doors. With your phone? Oh, yeah. Jim and Melissa, you are cool.
Hi, Carol.
Let's go.
Get Contour TV, 100 meg internet, and now home life automation for $99.99 a month. Free HD camera included.
Red Stick Sports. Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz.
Welcome on back inside the Blitz. Let's keep it rolling. The pit. It was rocking tonight for Santa Maria and Dutchtown. Both teams still seeking that first district win, while the other would fall to 0-2 in district play. Here's how it went down.
We start with the highlights. Santa Maria taking on Dutchtown at home. Santa Maria leading 17-7 early in this one. Less than 15 seconds left in this second quarter here. Handoff to Bladen Lewis, who drops back, runs over a couple places, breaks a couple tackles, and takes it all the way down, but he's tackled right before scoring. Next play. Draylon Monroe here, just throws it, and it is tipped.
Tip drill.
Enters and is caught by Terry Matthews for the touchdown. The PAT would be good as they would take the lead 17-7. Now look, only seconds left in the half. Lathan Bourgeois bombs this throw down the field, and it is caught by Darius Smith. Look, the refs would later call this play incomplete.
No way. No way.
Yeah, absolutely.
No way. Get that guy out of here. That's a catch all day.
But Bourgeois, in the third quarter, tries to pass this ball here, but it fumbles it all. Dutchtown would hop on top of it, and they would take advantage later, setting up a field goal. Hayden Sosa here knocking this ball through to score and decide the game at 17. But at the end of the day, Santa Maria would handle their business, getting the win 24-17. Now over at Broadmoor, look at this coach preparing and busted helmet on a tough defensive battle all night. Jason Wayfield here dropping back and looking long towards the end zone. Broadmoor's Patrick Lee picks this ball off and takes it all the way back into the end of their game. It was a party from there. 4 plays later, Wakefield with a handoff to Ethan Bagwell as he dances into the end zone for East Ascension touchdown. Look, Broadmoor would try to respond. Najee Jones drops back here and hits Dedrick Talbert, and he is off to the races. And he runs hard, and he ends up dropping the ball. East Ascension hops on top of it, and look, later in the drive, Wakefield looking across the field, connects with Siobhan Robinson, and he picks up a huge first down near the goal line. And then they would take advantage from there. Wakefield handoff for the touchdown as East Ascension gets the win 35-0, handling business over Broadmoor.
Defense pitching a shutout. Hey, this was just absolutely ugly. U-High 6-0, Glen Oaks 0-6, and they weren't getting that first win tonight. Here's Mike Hollins. He's going to pick up a big first down. The guy's got wheels, man. I'm telling you, LSU, all for this guy. He's one of the best around town. Later, John Gordon McKernan. Nice little fade route here. Wide open. That's Jordan Gilbert. He's waiting in the end zone for a touchdown. U-High all over them at this point. Glen Oaks trying to get something going. DeMonte Upkins unable to handle it. And that's a fumble recovery. U-High all over it. Then here we go. Mike Hollins, the big boy, number 7, breaks loose. And everybody get out the way. Look out. U-High, man, were they barreling tonight. They were all over them at 13-0 at that point. Check it out. Here's Gordon McKernan. And he's going to layer it out deep. And we've got another wide open. Another wide open Gura, that's Christian Harris, a Texas A&M commit. He is untouched into the end zone. Big night for U-High, and no surprise there. They pitch a shutout, 55-0. They improved to 7-0 with a big win over Glen Oaks.
Mike, it's not really fair, huh?
It's not fair, man. It's incredible. U-High Cubs outscoring their opponents by more than 220 points this season through 7 weeks. Like, honestly, Reggie, that's not even fair. It's not fair. Anyways, hey, when we come back, more 5A football. Bel Air at Walker plus Bruley at Central. That's all coming up next on the Friday Night Blitz.
Stick around for more Friday Night Blitz.
You know I love Popeye's boneless wings, but Annie, this sauce.
That's my sauce.
So good. Nice kick.
Good, right?
Yeah, and the wings so juicy. I mean,
thought you'd like that.
I love it.
You
can't censor the flavor of my new spicy sauce. Now with my $5 boneless wing bash.
If you want to beat the heat, call my Pete at Alpha Air.
At Alpha Air, we offer old-fashioned service with the latest skills and technology at affordable prices. Fully licensed and insured, we're a family-owned and operated business, not a franchise, so you won't have to pay expensive franchise fees or prices. We offer 0% and rent-to-own financing, and we service, repair, and install all makes and models of AC and heating systems. So beat the heat and call Alpha Air today.
Selection, service, savings. It's what made Price LeBlanc Toyota the #1 Toyota dealer in all of Louisiana. To all of our past, current, and future customers, thank you for making us your Toyota store. Come on down to Price LeBlanc Toyota, darling.
Under these lights, the big house shines. The biggest stage with even bigger implications. Anything can happen on Saturday night.
Inside LSU Football is the place for all things Tigers football. Highlights, post-game analysis, player profiles, and of course, Coach O. Watch Inside LSU Football, Sundays at 10:35, only on WBRZ Sports 2, your home for LSU sports. We now return to the Friday Night Blitz.
That's right. Welcome back inside the Blitz. The 5A train keeps rolling along. Let's go ahead and check in on the Walker Wildcats and how they bounced back from a rough loss last week at Zachary. Tough night for Bel Air. This one was Thursday night. They were outmatched from start to finish. First quarter, Jakiri Bullock out of the shotgun. He's got some time to throw, floats a pass across the middle. That's picked off by Kerry Flowers.
Run!
The junior, he's got lots of green grass ahead, and he's going to take the distance. 81 yards to the house. We got a house call. That's a touchdown, pick 6. How about that?
Love that tonight.
Walker out in front. Later, Ethan McMasters with a quick pitch to Jalen Cook. And that's too easy. He doesn't even have to throw the football, and he gets credit for a touchdown pass. Wildcats all over Bel Air last night, 56-0 the final. And those little pitch passes, you see that a lot in the NFL, especially with Todd Gurley and Jared Goff. That's pretty cool. You get credit for a touchdown off a pitch like that.
Myself some offense, man.
Hey, let's go ahead and head out to Central now. The Wildcats hosting Bruley, and this one was a flag party. Lots of trash talking, lots of penalties. Just before the half, Wildcats leading 21-19. Sam Kenderson rolls right, tosses up a prayer to the far corner. That is broken up by Connor Sorrell. Defense all day. That's going to end the half. Third quarter now. Kenderson off the fake toss. And watch the moves here. Whoop! Breaks a couple of ankles there. Makes the guy miss. That's going to set them up on 1st and goal. Next play for Central's running back. He finds a lane off the edge. And see you later.
Ooh, get in there, young man.
He's in for the touchdown. But wait a minute. That's those flags we're telling you about.
Oh, no.
And that one is coming back. Holding would wipe out that touchdown. But hey, don't worry. Next play, let's try that one more time. Back to 22. This time, he's got a bigger hole off the left side. Easy walk-in touchdown on the cutback. Central pulling away late, 28-19 after that TD. Later, after a beautiful down punt inside the 1-yard line, Central gobbling up Bruley here in the end zone off the toss.
Oh, no!
And that's not good. That is a safety, or maybe not. Forward progress would actually rule that down at the 1-yard line. They thought they had it, but Central, don't worry about it. They run away with this one late, 44-19 the final. The Wildcats get it done.
Central handling business. Anyway, we out to Letcher we go, taking on St. Michael Warriors tonight at home. But look, we start in the first drive of the game. Cole Garofalo tries to pitch this ball to Jaron Ramani, but fumbles the ball and is recovered by Carter Poche. After the fumble, Letcher with the ball again. Colby Bourgeois here dropping back to pass and throwing to Cameron Amato for the touchdown. The PAT would be good as they would take the lead 7-0 at that point. That'll get you hyped up. Let's do some push-ups. Still in the first quarter, Bourgeois throws here and he is hit, completes to Rashawn Williams for another touchdown. That PAT will be good as well. They will go up 14-0 at that point. And look, we move to the early in the second quarter. Bourgeois is going to find Adrian Butler for another touchdown. 21-0 at that point. The final score, 48-0. Letcher rolling all over St. Michael tonight.
Hey, Reggie, how many push-ups do you think you can do?
7, just like those the Army people.
I go about 30, 40 on a good day.
Yeah, okay.
I'm struggling, man. I'm not in my prime anymore. Anyways, hey, forget the push-ups. Coming up, we'll recap some Thursday night action. Port Allen at Episcopal, plus the Southern Lab Kittens. They're rolling through everybody right now. We'll see how they fade their night against last year's runner-up at the Dome, Ascension Catholic. Stick around. More Friday Night Blitz is coming up. But first, check out this week's Band of the Week.
It's the Friday Night Blitz Band of the Week. Friday Night Blitz will be right back. Friday Night Blitz is brought to you by Salisbury's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and the Baton Rouge Clinic.
At Price LeBlanc Nissan, we make it easy. Easy to save. Get low, everyday pricing on a huge selection of new Nissans.
Price LeBlanc Nissan, easy to find.
Convenient from anywhere and always here to help you save.
Price LeBlanc Nissan, darling.
At work or at home, whether it's helping a coworker or helping with homework, you always know what to do. But when it comes to taking on the insurance company after an accident, that's what we do at Gaucher Amadei. If you're hurt in an accident that wasn't your fault, call us at 647-1700. We'll talk with you for free and handle your entire accident claim. At Gaucher Amadei, that's what we do.
After an accident, don't delay. Call Gaucher Amadei at 647-1700.
Selection, service, savings. It's what made Price LeBlanc Toyota the #1 Toyota dealer in all of Louisiana. To all of our past, current, and future customers, thank you for making us your Toyota store. Come on down to Price LeBlanc Toyota, darling.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz.
That's right. Welcome on back inside the Blitz. Southern Lab, they reeled off 4 straight wins before this week, and they were looking for number 5 tonight. Let's go ahead and head out to Mumford Stadium and check them out. All green and yellow, and there goes the last year's division runner-up, Ascension Catholic. Opening drive, quarterback Rodney Blanchard throws it. We got a tip drill. Go! That pass is picked off by Daquan Hardy. He shoved out of bounds there later. You know who he is, Tyrion Davis. He's going to put that drive into the end zone, capping it off with touchdowns. He's the LSU commit, and he knows how to get it done. They are on top 6-0. Later, second quarter action, the Bulldogs on their own 25-yard line. Quarterback Rodney Blanchard hands it off to Jay Williams.
Go ahead.
And we got a Bulldog touchdown. Big J, number 33, getting it in at 6 points. We're all tied at 6. Later, the Bulldogs again on offense towards the middle of the field at the 50-yard line. Quarterback Rodney Blanchard again handing it off to Jay Williams. And show him your taillights, kid. It is off to the races.
Mike, what do you think his 40 time is?
I don't know. He's pretty fast. I wouldn't give him a 4.2, 4.3. I'd go 4.5. Anyways, hey, shout out to the homecoming court in Queen tonight. That would put Ascension Catholic on top 12-6, and this one would actually be a pretty tight ball game. But Southern Lab, they get it done, make it 5 straight wins in a row, 22-19 over Ascension Catholic.
Dunham over at Capital against a Capital team who had a big come-from-behind win last week, and they would come into this game trying to do it as well. Early in this game would be all Dunham on the second play of their first drive. Kalante Wilson, up the middle, untouched for 6. Dunham in control 6-0 early. On the ensuing kickoff, Evan Light continuing to do big things for this team. Great onside kick. Dunham hops on top of it and takes advantage quickly. Running the same first 2 plays up from the first drive. This time, Traylon Mouton does his thing, running over a man to get into the end zone. But Capital does what Capital does. Never saying die. Played well on defense after that and doing it on offense. Colby Tucker going up to Jamal Brown for the touchdown. The score will be 8-14 after the 2-point conversion. A couple drives later, Tucker makes a mistake here, throwing this ball right into the arms of Cruz Bridges for the pick 6.
Hey, pulling a page out of Derek Stingley Jr.'s book right there. I'll take it.
End of the day, it would just be too much Dunham. Greed Godberry to Brian Foley for 6 more points. Dunham getting a whole bunch of points tonight, handling business. 70-20 was the
one
final.
Derek Stingley highlight, and they still won 70-20. Wow.
Unbelievable. He actually had a punt return taken back. Anyway, Coach Travis Bourgeois running what happened to his 27-7 halftime lead as the scoreboard decided not to work after the break. No matter. The Knights go to work on defense. Evan Meek is here and fair for the stop. And Jamison Ball cleans it up to handle business. Port Allen with a hard time moving the ball. Knights turn now, and quarterback Cruz Crawford dumps it off to Brandon Garrido. Garrido is a slippery man. breaking a whole bunch of tackles before finally being pulled down.
Looking like Saquon Barkley from Thursday Night Football.
Right. The drive would stall, forcing a punt, but Cord Allen helps him out. No need to touch that ball, young man. Oh, no! Ethan Carmouche comes up with it for the Knights, so back to work they go. And why not hand it off to former Fans' Choice winner Austin Jemison for a second touchdown of the night.
Hey, we got his name right this week.
Oh, yeah.
Austin Jemison, baby.
Garrido had 2 as well, and former Episcopal great Jimmy Williams knows what's up. Knights win it, 34-13.
There he is, Austin Jemison. And we got the name right this week. We won't get any more emails. We kept saying his name wrong. Max Preps needs to fix that roster.
Anyway.
Anyways, hey, when we come back, a few more games to get to. Baker and Madison Prep, plus Terra at Woodlawn. Stick around, more Friday Night Blitz action. It's coming up next.
Stick around for more Friday Night Blitz.
It's Salisbury's moving tag sale.
And every tag has big savings.
With Jeep Adventure Days, Cherokee Latitude is $19,990 after finance rebate.
We're moving this month, so get your deal now.
At Sulphur's Chrysler,
Dodge,
Jeep,
and Ram in Baton Rouge.
Under these lights, the big house shines. The biggest stage with even bigger implications. I'm gonna make it! Living your life, bro. You gotta go, so go. Yeah, you're an anything can happen on Saturday night.
They put the work on the field to win, but now need your help off the field to win. WBRZ's Fans' Choice Award. We're giving you a chance to nominate and vote on your favorite high school football players. Log on to WBRZ.com or the WBRZ app to nominate Friday through Monday. Vote Tuesday through Wednesday at noon. And watch News 2 Wednesday at 6 p.m. to see your winner. It's your school. It's your team. It's your choice. Brought to you by Neighbors Federal Credit Union and Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys.
The Baton Rouge Clinic has been caring for you and your children for over 70 years.
From East Ascension to West Feliciana, from Denham Springs to Zachary, we'll keep you in the game.
From your future stars to your weekend warriors, we'll keep you in the game.
From primary care to urgent care, we'll keep you in the game.
The physicians at the Baton Rouge Clinic wish you a safe, successful, and healthy sports season.
It's Salisbury's moving tag sale.
And every tag has big savings.
With Jeep Adventure Days, Grand Cherokee Laredo is $26,990 after finance rebate.
We're moving this month, so get your deal now.
At Sulphur's Chrysler,
Dodge,
Jeep,
and Ram in Baton Rouge.
Friday Night Blitz is brought to you by Salisbury's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and the Baton Rouge Clinic. We now return to the Friday Night Blitz.
All right, you guys know the drill by now. We hit the home stretch. 3 more games to get to, starting with Baker and Madison Prep. Let's roll those highlights. This one wasn't very exciting. Not a lot of offense to go around. Picking up early, Baker holding on to a 6-0 lead. Quarterback Tyron Henderson going for it all. And there's that man, Bryant Williams. Man, he's got some ups, man. High points that bomb right there, 40-yard pickup. Next play. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Henderson to Bryant Williams again. Man. And yeah, he's good. 41-yard catch and strike right on the money. Baker in control, 12-0. How about that, Reggie?
Look, that's no joke, man. That's that kind of offense you want to see every night.
Bryant Williams, that guy's a playmaker. Prep, they were outgained 270-75 in the first half, but the Chargers still found a way to keep it close just before the end of the half. Zion Chris hits Desmond Reed in the corner of the end zone. That would pretty much sum up the offense for both teams for the rest of the night. Neither team would score in the second half as Baker held on to a 12-6 win in an ugly fashion on Thursday night.
Woodlawn hosting West Feliciana and Mentorship Academy facing off at Olympia Stadium. It was a party. I love seeing DJs out of the game. Second half action, Mentorship down 41-0 at this point. Quarterback Deshaun Hughley looking to get something going, pulling the ball and rushing for a 20-yard first down. And if the ground game is working, go back to it. This time, Donovan McGray for another first down. Mentorship finally getting things going until this. Hughley dropping back and throwing this one up, and is picked off. West Feliciana dominating in this game. Later in the half, the big blockers handling business and getting things going on the ground. A couple plays later, Nigel Kelly says he wants some of that action here with another big gain, and here he is around the edge in the fourth quarter. West Feliciana with no problems and just running the clock out, winning this game 41-0. Now look, over at Woodlawn hosting Tara. First quarter action, Tara punting to Julius Bowie, who catches the ball here, throws off the first tackle, and has no problems from there, using his blockers and taking this one back 55 yards to the house. Shaking a couple defenders and getting in, but hold on, Mike. This one would come on back
no,
with
don't
a
throw the
holding call.
no.
So they often say, look, we're just going to have to handle ourselves. This one, Woodlawn QB Tyrell Smith to Bryant Jacob for the score to put the Panthers up 14-0 early.
Yeah, that was